Hey there. Hello, Valerie. Nice to see you on. And nice to see you on, Carol. All right, so we are going to start on move 5. So on the right, we're going to exchange 11 and shed 6 is reversed. On the right, 11, 6 reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 5, 7, and 11 and shed 5 is reversed. Hey, Donna. Nice to see you on. All right. So I do apologize, but this is probably only going to be about an hour-long stream. Hey, Gwen, nice to see you on as well. Looks like got a lot of people in nice and early. I'm kind of tired today, and I was been tired the last day or two, so I'm going to try and call it an early night. So I'm only going to be on an hour tonight, but I didn't want to miss streaming at my regular time. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I did get Rob's braid in the mail today, and it should get to him by about, I'd say roughly the 6th or the 7th. It estimates the 6th. Not sure when he'll actually be able to get it because it's going to his P.O. box. All right, so shed 6 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, and 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Check 7 looks good. And since it looks like I'm going to be getting Dani's braid done a lot earlier than I was expecting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top, 6 on bottom, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. I'm going to have to get Jeff started right away. I got one more element to put in his braid, but I want to lock down the colors because I got to order the silk in the next couple of days or it's not going to arrive in time. And I'll have to do a couple of intermediate things until it gets here. All right, so 5, 7, and 11 on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That one needs a bit of an unroll. 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Good news is it looks like it's only about another 5 streams that I need to do roughly, depending on how long they are, maybe 6, until I reach the requirements for monetization. So I want to thank everybody who's been really helping with that. All right, shed 5 is reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, and 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So Jeff's braid is going to be like a green and yellow or green and gold. There's like 2 different greens that don't remember which one he wants, but I'm pretty sure I got the right yellow. Okay, that'll work out well then. Thank you very much. Woohoo! All right, so we are ready for the next move, and we're moving on to 6. So Thomas 9 and 15 are exchanged, and sheds 5, 6, and 7 are reversed on the right, and on the left, we're exchanging 5, 9, and 13, and sheds 2, 3, and 4 are reversed. That absolutely would help, but only watch what it is that you actually enjoy, because we do not want to trigger any of YouTube's reviews saying that I've been trying to encourage artificial engagement. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't been giving any actual official numbers, because I don't want to give people a hard thing that they can go for, not that they can see the actual finished thing. But yeah, if there's something you want to watch again, that would definitely help. All right, and all right, so I read off the thing, but I haven't moved it, so 9 and 15 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suppose you could always go back and watch some of my first live streams and, like, you know, laugh at my awkwardness. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And don't worry, it won't hurt my feelings. I know that I started out awkward, and I have gotten a lot better since then. So probably should go back and look over it and see how much difference there is from when I started to where I am now. 5, 6, and 7 reverse. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, and 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And that was not the one that's supposed to go. This is the one that's supposed to go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. Now the one on the top can go. And on the left, we're doing 5, 9, and 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that needs an unroll. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Nine, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So, book I've been waiting to come out has come out, and I got its audiobook. All right, so sheds 3, 4, and 5 reverse. So 1, 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom, which is Monster Hunter Memoirs, which is novel set in the Monster Hunter universe written by people other than Larry. The first 3 in the Memoir series were written by John Ringo. This one is written by Jason Cordova. And they're set back in time in the Monster Hunter universe timeline. All right. And we are ready for move 7. Exchange 9 and 15 on the right. Sheds, whoops, I'm looking at the wrong line. We're exchanging 15 on the right, and sheds 6, 7, and 8 are reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 7, 9, and 11, and sheds 2, 4, and 7 are reversed. There we go. I hope you enjoy them. Even the awkward ones I'm pretty proud of. Hey, Ashley, nice to see you on. I think I've seen you on stream before, but I could be entirely mistaken on that. If this is your first time, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, it's nice to see you back. And hello, Erica. And I'm pretty sure I have seen you on before, so welcome back. All right. And okay, I read the moves off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Nope, something's wrong here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I didn't do the left-hand side on the last one. Let me back up and do that. Okay, so we are exchanging. Okay, yeah, that looks right. Nope, I just did that, so I need to reverse this and then do the move prior to that. Okay. All right, no, wait a minute. I didn't do the top half. Okay. So it's where it's supposed to be. I just need to do the top half. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. All right. Now things should line up correctly. So one of the problems with doing this when I'm a bit sleepy is it's easy to make mistakes. So let's try this again. So I just finished that. So I'm back on 7. So it's just 15 that's getting exchanged. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now this looks right. Anyway, the Monster Hunter Memoirs is, this particular one is called Fever, or the title is Fever. So 6, 7, and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8 on the top, 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. So yeah, Fever set in LA in the 1970s. The main character is kind of an Aztec half demigoddess who works as a hunter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on top, and 6, 7, 8 on the bottom, 9 on the top. Checksum is good. I haven't really gotten into the storyline, but so far the first couple of chapters I've listened to are pretty good. If you like the Monster Hunter series, I think you probably like this one. Okay, so 7, 9, and 11 on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And 9, 10, and 11. I also finally finished off one of the books in the Two Necromancers series. It's young adult fiction, but it's rather enjoyable to listen to. I find myself laughing to it a lot when I'm listening to it. All right, sheds 2, 4, and 7 reverse. So 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, and 4 on the top, and 5 and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. Hi, Philip. Nice to see you on. Let's see. Chris, welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you guys, put on your favorite ones and work on projects while you're listening to them, that would make me very happy. Hey, Bane, nice to see you on. All right. And there we go. We are ready for the next move. Nope, we are not. I did not do the top half. I keep forgetting that. I'm wondering why I'm doing that tonight. All right, so 2, 4, and 7 in reverse. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and 5 and 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So one of the things I was thinking of talking about is telling about the story when I shamelessly abused my badge as constable. It's actually a kind of funny story, and I don't think anybody here is really going to fault me for what I did. And I'm also sure that it's not an actual violation of law or ethics. So I will go ahead and recount that story here tonight. And we are, whoops, okay, now we're on to 8. All right, so we're going to exchange 13 on the right, and shed 7 is reversed. And we're going to exchange 11 and 13 on the left, sheds 3, 4, 6, and 7 reversed. And there we go. All right. Oh, thank you, Kimberly Rudd. Nice to know that it's a design that people like. I'm pretty happy with how I came up with it. So, all right. So we're exchanging 13 on the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. All right. So this was probably about 2 or 3 years after I became a constable. So we're talking like over 5 years ago. Actually, probably over 6 years ago. I was still working at the old place of business. I was doing IT network administrative work. So I was, dressing in like a nice button-down shirt. Didn't usually wear a tie, and I usually wore jeans because I had to like crawl under desks and stuff like that to do some stuff with cables and whatnot. Because even though it was like IT network, I was basically the only IT guy there. So any maintenance type stuff I had to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. So I'm, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So I was driving between, I think, Bethlehem and Quakertown. All right, so let's see, did I get all those, both top and bottom? Yes, I did. Okay, so 11 and 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12, and 13. Okay, and 3, 4, 6, and 7 reverse. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 and 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. So the stretch of road I was driving on was like a 2-lane divided road with a grassy median in the middle, and every so often there were these breakthroughs where cars could pull in from a side street and turn onto it by crossing over the center section. So as I'm going along, I see this car in the little center turning area, waiting to turn on my section of road, going my direction. I'm in the left/center lane. I mean, the one closest to the center divider. All right, so 3, 4, 6, and 7. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3 on the bottom, and 4. Oops, sorry. 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 and on the top, and 6 and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So anyway, I see the car waiting to turn. There's a couple of cars ahead of me between me and this car, and I look in my rear view, and I see that there's nobody behind me. So it's like, there's a couple of cars that are going to go. I will go, and then they can pull in right behind me. And we're talking that from when I saw them to when I passed, it was probably about maybe 5 to 7 seconds. It wasn't all that long. I didn't really see them because of the cars in front of me until I got close enough to look at the turn through. And so I pull out and I see them pull out behind me. I mean, I keep going and I see them pull out behind me. And then we pull up to a stoplight about half a mile further on. And they pull up next to me. And it's a couple of like early 20s, late teens or whatever. At this point, I'm like, mid 40s. Actually, probably getting closer to 50 at this point. And they start yelling, and I've got my windows down. They start yelling at me out the driver's side window, talking about how did I dare disrespect them like that, and I'm a horrible person and whatnot. And it's like, okay, that's weird. I don't say anything. I don't even really look at them. And after a couple of seconds of yelling at me, one of them like throws their soda cup that's like half full and hits my passenger side rear side view mirror. And it's like, okay, this is escalating a bit. And I think for like about half a second, it's like, okay, I can't enforce traffic things and whatnot, but this looks like it's trying to get towards a road rage incident. And I really don't need to deal with that today. And since I always have my badge on me, it was like leg pocket where I can just like pull it out and just kind of like this. And I just didn't even look at him. I just kind of held up the badge like this for a second or two. Light turned green. I set it down on the seat next to me and I drove forward. And they didn't say a word. They stayed at the light till it was like almost red. Then I saw them pull through again. And then they kind of pulled up behind me a little bit as we got close to the next light. It was green, and I went on through, and they just slowly kind of creeped through and took a left turn back off that road. And it's like, okay, well, I flashed my badge. I flexed my authority. I didn't actually say or do anything, and I wasn't trying to tell them they had to pull over or anything like that. I was just, my thought was letting them know that I'm some sort of law enforcement officer, and if they attack me, it would theoretically be considered attack on a law enforcement officer, which in this state is actually a crime that has extra enhancements over and above attacking somebody else. And I didn't have to say anything. I didn't pursue anything. It was just like, hey, this is a little bit of information that you may not be aware of, and that seemed to calm them down quite a bit. So hopefully, not only did I manage to avoid an incident, hopefully in the future they will be a little calmer and less likely to do that to somebody else. And I didn't have to do or say anything to them. So while I consider it, I joke about it being, I abused my authority, I think probably all I did was just like, hey, you may want to think this over, and didn't actually do any other overt action other than letting him know a little bit more about who I was. And I didn't pursue anything. So I think I'm in the clear on that one. So I find it an amusing story. I don't tell it too often, but the abuse my authority thing is intended as a joke. So thank you. I didn't think I was out of line, so yeah. Alrighty. Though it was kind of amusing to see how quickly they calmed down after that. We are on to our next move. On to 9. All right, we're going to exchange 13 and 19 on the right, and sheds 1 and 8 are reversed. On the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, and 13, and sheds 3, 6, and 8 are reversed. And missed that one. I do hope that was the case. Yeah. The other thing that made me think about this was talking with Nicholas Starro from Nicholas Starro's Trial Watch on stream the other day when he was in chat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And how we were was talking about with along the lines of Andrew Bronca's comment that, when you have a firearm, you have to you have to sit there and take a whole bunch of stuff that theoretically you wouldn't have to, because, you have extra force at your disposal, and it's your obligation to try and avoid situations where you would have to use it even more than you would normally. Not necessarily legally in all cases, but definitely ethically. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. So that's what reminded me of that, because all I wanted to do in that situation was to avoid a confrontation that I didn't need to have and they didn't need to have either. So 1 and 8 are reversed. So 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oops, sorry, 7 on the bottom, and 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Oops, sorry. 8, and there we go, 9. 9 on the bottom. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that's 8. That's 9. There we go. And yes, that checks in. Now looks good. And 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the top, 8 on the bottom, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, and 13. So there's 1. Oops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And sheds 3, 6, and 8. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3 on the top, and 4 and 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. There we go. And 1 and 2 on the top, 3 on the bottom, 4 and 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 on the bottom, 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. All right, we are on to 10. And our next move involves, on the right, we're going to exchange 17, no shed reversals. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, and 11, and sheds 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. And before we do that, it's time for a coma slide. I'm sorry, Bane, but my personal stories don't really involve sex or murder. I apologize, but your detective noir crime mysteries are unfortunately not going to involve me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. we go. And no shed reversals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 9, and 11. So here's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10, and 11. And sheds 5, 6, and 7 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5, 6, and 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5, 6, and 7 on the bottom, 8 and 9 on the top. Our checksum is good. There we go. Yes, indeed. It would indeed be much more interesting and probably quite a bit shorter unless I was like, one of the puff-exempt creatures that live a really long time, or possibly, maybe if I was in a Tom Stranger universe, I could get like longevity upgrades. Okay, whoops, I need to bring up the next move. Okay, on to move 11. Okay, we're going to exchange 15 on the right. Shed 2 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 3, 11, 13, and 15. And sheds 2 and 5 are reversed. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And shed 2 is reversed. So 1 on the bottom, and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. There we go. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. So my streaming plans for this week are I'm definitely going to have a Thursday night stream. And since I'm going to be kind of short today, I'm going to probably be doing an extra long stream Thursday night. I do not have any constable work that has to be done that I'm aware of at this point. And I may have some to do, but I can probably do that in the early afternoon. I have no overtime and no other appointments I'm aware of. So it's a fairly open day, so I can sleep in a bit late if I want to. All right, so 3, 11, 13, and 15 on the left. So 1, 2, and I will probably have Saturday and or Sunday streams. Might do like a Friday afternoon shop stream, so I can work in the garage while my wife is asleep during the day. And so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come on, you can untangle. There we go. 11, 12, and 13. There we go. And sheds 2 and 5 reverse, so 1 on the bottom, 2 on the top, 3 and 4 on the bottom, and 5 on the top, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. There we go. And 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, and 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. These just untwist here. There we go. And we are ready for the next move. On to 12. On the right, we're going to exchange 15, 17, and 18. And as you can see, they're just the last 3 glue on the top moving to the bottom. So I'm just going to do that without counting. Shed 2 is reversed. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 9, 13, and 17. And sheds 1, 5, and 7 are reversed. All right, so I did get a little bit of cleaning done in the shop. And I did get the camera out there. I got the extra monitor set up there again, so I don't have to swap monitors back and forth to use the computer in the garage. I need to go ahead and program what I need to do for the CNC router sometime in the next couple of days. And shed 2 is reversed, so 1 on the bottom and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'll use the mechanical planer out there to get the plastic ready to go. So 1 on the top, 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I'm hoping to get the molds made by this weekend, and maybe get some of the wood glued up to be ready to route it out. Okay, so 1, 3, 9, 13, and 17. So 1. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 9, 10, 11, 12. And there we go. 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. But yeah, my biggest thing is in the next day or two, I really need to order the silk for Jeff/Legal Vices braid. 1, 5, and 7 are reversed. So 1 on the top, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, and 8 and 9 on the bottom. Checksum looks good. I might have popped one thread up over a pin. I'll have to double check on that. Let's see. Nope, they all look good. I was able to avoid that. So 1, 5, and 7 reverse. So 1 on the bottom, and 2, 3, 4 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 6 on the top, 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. There we go. And I'm overdue checking Rumble, so I'll do that real quick once I tap this one in. There we go. And that looks like, according to this, I'm the only one actually watching over on Rumble. So no worries there. All right, so back to StreamYard. Yep, understood on that. Oh, excuse me. Apologize for the yawn. And let me bring up the next move. We are on to 13. All right, so we're going to exchange 1 and 7 on the right. No reversals on that. And on the left, we're going to exchange 1, 3, 5, 11, 15, and 17. And sheds 1, 2, and 7 and 8 are reversed. We're getting into the heart part of the heart key sword. All right, so 1 and 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. And no reversals, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. And on the left, 1, 3, 5, 11, 15, and 17. So there's 1. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, and I think I screwed up the last move because that does not look right. I should have an additional color up here. So, all right. I need to, I'm just going to put these ones back where they were and undo the other side, which should be relatively easy because there were no reversals on this one. So, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, these came out right, so no issues there. I gotta move back one move, so I'm back on 12. All right, so my colors should be blue, blue, white, and white. So there's blue. Okay, so I'm just going to put what the colors are supposed to be because I think this is the only one that got messed up. So it's not going to want to back through the way it's supposed to, but then I can just move it forward when I'm ready. All right. So, blue, white, white, yeah. So, blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and blue, and 1, 2, 3, 4 white, blue, white, and blue. Okay. All right. So 1, 5, and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, so let's see. Huh. That's weird. That's where that should be. I didn't screw anything up there, even though I swapped colors that I think I shouldn't have. All right, so 1 on the top, and 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, 5 on the top, 6 on the bottom, 7 on the top, 8 and 9 on the bottom. Okay, so, all right. Okay, so that color's the way it was supposed to be. So somewhere along the way, I managed to screw that up, and I'm not sure. And I just broke a glass file. All right, so 1 on the bottom, and 2 on 3 and 4 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and 7 on the top, and 8 on the bottom, 9 on the bottom. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and okay, 6 on the top, and 7 on the bottom, and 8 and 9 on the top. There we go. Checksum is good. All right. Okay, so back onto 13, and it's 1 and 7. So all right, there we go. That looks good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. No reversal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I see where my problem is. Nope. Oh, nope. Okay. Nope. I'm good. I'm just confused for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So before I start this move on both sides, it's even, so I'm good there. And 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Checksum is good. Now let's look closely. 1, 3, and 5 are getting exchanged. All right, so 1 looks good on the color chart. 1, 2, 3 looks good on the color chart. Let's check this untangles here. That's 3, 4, and 5, which still looks good on the color chart. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, which still looks good on the color chart. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, I don't know why I screwed up the first time, but it is looking correct this time. And since putting it the way it should have been last time and backing through it was fine, I really am confused as to what was happening there. All right. And sheds 1, 2, 7, and 8 are reversed. So 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom, and 7 and 8 on the top, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good, though I did force that checksum. And I did send Rob a couple of photos of his braid. I also sent him one of it rolled up and ready to be mailed out right before I mailed it out to him. So 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, and 7 and 8 on the bottom, 7 and 8, 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. So yeah, he does know what he's getting. He has seen it, but not held it in person. All right. And Snowflake looks good. We are ready for the next move. Let's bring this up here. And on to 14, we're going to exchange 1, 3, and 5 on the right. Sheds 1 and 2 are reversed. And we're going to exchange 1, 5, and 11 on the left. Sheds 1, 2, and 3 are reversed. Check Rumble real quick, see if anybody's ranting over there. We got 2 people watching, but nobody's chatting. No worries there. And 1, 3, and 5 on the right. 1, 2. And 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, several of these are definitely going to need to be unrolled just a little bit more. But yeah, he should hopefully have it for Friday Night Frenzy if he's able to get his to his mailbox or post office box that day. 1 and 2 are reversed here, so 1 and 2 on the top, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Check something's good. There we go. And 1 and 2 on the bottom, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum looks good. There we go. And on the left, we're going to do 1, 5, and 11. So here's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And all this looks good according to the color chart. Sorry, a couple of these are a little bit tangled up. These two are wrapped around this one where I can't get it to easily separate out. And there we go. And sheds 1, 2, and 3 are reversed. So 1, 2, 3 on the top, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the bottom. Checksum is good. And 1, 2, 3 on the bottom, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 on the top. Checksum is good. All right, let's pass this on through. There we go. Alrighty, so for the next move, yep, everything looks nice and symmetrical on that snowflake. All right, next move is 15, which on the right, we're going to exchange 1, 5, 7, and 9. Sheds 1, 2, 3, and 4 are reverse. This is where we're getting really into the heart here. On the left, we're going to exchange 1 and 13, and sheds 1, 2, and 3 are reversed. And we will do that as the first move for the next time. So I'm going to do a quick check through, see if anybody needs a quick response. And then I will probably go ahead and finish up this braid in the stream. We will see you wonderful folks, definitely on Thursday. Might have a shop stream Wednesday, but probably not. Still got a little bit more cleaning up to do. I want to thank everybody who stopped on by. I appreciate that. And we will see you later. So thank you, everybody who joined in. Stay safe and happy braiding.